So if you ask most security professionals, they're actually say one of the major problems that we have with security is the lack of multi-factor authentication. So the concept of usernames and passwords really are cause so many problems in that basically it involves uh, uh, using some knowledge that the user has. So increasingly what we need to do is to give different types of challenges to different access to different types of systems. So if we're transacting for £500,000 purchase of a house, we might want to have fingerprint recognition and also face and voice recognition. Where if we're just buying a coffee from Starbucks, maybe it's just a simple PIN number. Okay, so more and more we need to be using devices and our own biometrics to be able to prove our identity. And we need to understand the risks, and users need to be given their own controls so that they can set their own levels of identity and have some control over these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to demo a really innovative system here. It's by a company called Payfont, and this really just illustrates some of the basic principles behind it. But we can see here that that hopefully I have control over my identity. So the first thing I'm going to do is that let's say I'm just going to go for some simple authentication, identification of myself, and I'm just going to use a simple passphrase there, and let's say I go for a fingerprint, and then I want to do it on my mobile phone. I'll just bring back the phone here. Okay, so what I want is a fingerprint on my on my iPhone, and also a simple passphrase that I've set up. I can also have it on the browser if I want, but I really want to be using this device to be able to authenticate myself, because I carry that around and I really trust this device much more than I trust an internet connection from a browser. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll just bring our phone back here. There we are. Okay, so here's my device. Let's put it over there. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to get a challenge to come through to be able to prove my identity. So we'll just go here, and so I've set an event up so that when my personal data gets changed, it's going to ask me for a passphrase and also for my fingerprint. Okay, so I just check to see that the color and the shape is okay. So I'll go and answer it now. So I just set up a very simple passphrase here of Napier. That's fine. And then it's going to ask me, it's asking me for my fingerprint. So I'm going to take my fingerprint and then got my fingerprint there. And that's great. So I can now go ahead and hopefully I can buy my Starbucks coffee. But let's say I now want to purchase a new house, and I'm going to transfer £500,000. So in this way, I want to be sure that I prove my identity properly and with the trust levels that I can define. So just get our phone back. So this time what we'll do is let's look at voice with a secret phrase, and also face recognition. Okay, so I cannot trust face recognition, that's good, but it's the voice and the phrase that's really going to prove my identity much more. And because we use multi-factor, then it becomes much more secure. It's very difficult for someone to be able to get both of those things correctly, especially if it involves my voice and my face. Okay, so we're going to go for some face recognition. I'm going to get the challenge on my phone, my iPhone, and then for some voice biometrics. And we'll ask it for my phone. Okay. Okay, so we now have face biometrics and we have voice. So I'm just going to update that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to transfer some money. Okay, getting ready to buy this new house. So it's a grey star, that's very good. So I'm happy with that. So I now need my face. Good. Okay, so that's worked. So I'm now going to give myself a little call. And on my trusted device, I put in the number that it's going to call me on. Okay, and there we go. So the call's coming through.
Please say your authentication passphrase.
My name is Edna Mole.
Congratulations. You have been successfully verified. Goodbye.
Okay, so in that way I could actually define which number that it called, and then I could actually receive the call on that number, and so you can see that that has probably proven me much better than a simple username and password. Okay, so that was just a simple demonstration of multi-factor authentication. Thank you.